Hello and welcome back. This is Damian, and we're in a new Let's Play. I said in the last one that I wasn't going to do power armor for a while, but I kind of changed my mind. About half the game is not going to be power armor. I'll explain to you how I'm going to do it. But first, let's introduce you. This is Nathaniel. He is going to be our Brotherhood playthrough. Now, Nathaniel, he was an officer in the Army assigned to engineering. He had college degrees in chemical engineering and robotics, which is why he was in engineering. He saw heavy combat during the Alaskan campaign. And that's pretty much the basics of it at the moment. Now, as you can see, I've already gotten him out of the vault. All we've done, I talked to Codsworth and we killed the bugs. That's all we've done. I gave him some points, and he has points in Scrounger, Medic, Rifleman, and Big Leagues, and Pistols. He was an officer. He had a sidearm pistol. He had a bladed weapon, and he was trained on how to shoot the battle rifle, but that's not one he used a lot. Of course, armor and gun nut, that's pretty much necessary for, all Army, and for the most part Marines. They have to keep their gear up. We got him a little bit of scrapper and a little bit of science because he is highly intelligent. 1 point in local leader, a little bit of chemist, and a little bit of robotics. I left him at level 1. He just made level 2 killing the bugs, but I left him at level 1. I just gave him points that agreed with his military service and his college education, basically. Now, he is going to join the Brotherhood of Steel. However, he will not be able to use power armor until the Pridwin shows up, and he goes and he meets Elder Maxon, and Maxon gives him a suit of power armor, and then he'll be trained on how to use power armor. Until that point, he will not use power armor because he doesn't have the training for it. He was not trained for it in the Army. He doesn't have the training for it now. So that will wait until the Pridwin shows up, and then he'll get his power armor. Until that point, I'm just going to have to find the heaviest armor I can pack him in, and, we'll do the best we can. Now, that's the introduction. And as you can see, he doesn't have a lot. I've got to look at this thing. I'm not sure I like the combat assault rifles, because they're basically combat rifles, but this thing does 5 damage, so that does not please me. I cannot do a scrap all right now because he does not have local leader 2. Now, I could store everything, I believe, if it will let me store everything. Sometimes at the Red Rocket, it won't let you store all of the workbenches. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to store all the workbenches and then scrap all. But if I cannot store the workbenches, then I'm not going to scrap all. I'll just, off camera, I'll scrap everything in here. But let's look at this thing. Yeah, this is part of a weapon rebalance, and I'm just not a big fan of what the combat assault rifle is. I'm not really a big fan of most of the weapons in the game and the rebalance. So you can see, just going down, you can do the 5.56, you can do 45, 38, 308. 308's actually pretty decent, but the 45, but that's 68 damage with the 45. That's not bad, actually. I could probably deal with that. but I don't think we're going to use this right now. We got a Chinese officer sword and a 10mm pistol. Now, he's got the sword because he captured it when he was in Alaska. That's why he has this sword. There were a couple of things that I wanted him to have for sure, which was his army fatigues, his beret, and his sword. Other than that, I don't care. Now, once the Pridwin shows up and he gets power armor, he'll start training on heavier weapons. So we're talking missile launcher, minigun, Gatling laser, things like that. Excuse me, things like that. He'll get heavier weapons once he, advances there. Another thing is I'm not going to rush this one. I said that on the last one, and then after a while I kind of just needed to hurry up and do some things, but I'm going to try really hard not to rush this one. I want him to get fleshed out really well. And let's see, I don't want to join the Minutemen. I don't want to join the Railroad. He's going to be a Brotherhood all the way. And the Brotherhood actually gives really good Radiant quests, both before and after the Pridwin shows up. So he should, with his intelligence, he should get enough Radiant quests that he will be able to level quickly. I added a couple of new mods. One of them is Radiant Quest, the Commonwealth Radiant Quest stay in the Commonwealth, because for the last 2 or 3 times, every time I've talked to Halen to get a Quartermaster quest, she sends me to Far Harbor, and I haven't even looked at Far Harbor, So I went ahead and got that mod so that whenever she gives a Radiant quest, it will be in the Commonwealth until I open up Far Harbor and eventually probably Nuka World, things like that. But for now, everything should stay here. All right, all that being said, let's put this rifle up. I'm not going to use it right now. I don't really like it that much. So let's put that on 1. So he's going to have a pistol and a sword at the moment. All right, so that is the introduction to Nathaniel. Of course, he is the sole survivor. Because he's a combat veteran, Alaska campaign. He was wounded. He is the sole survivor. His wife is dead in the vault, and his kid's been kidnapped. So that's, I am actually playing him as the sole survivor. And some of you might be impressed that I'm actually playing a dude. But, I don't always play the female characters. I just like playing them better than the dudes most of the time. I think the voice acting is better. I can relate to this big strapping lad here, though. I can relate to that. I like that. I like the look of it. He kind of looks like Henry, because there weren't a lot of really great options that I wanted to do. Now, he went gray in the field. A lot of that happens to a lot of soldiers in combat. They'll actually get gray hair. So he kind of went gray in the field. But yeah, this is our boy. He's going to conquer the Commonwealth in the name of the Emperor. Wait, what? This is not 40K. Sorry. Okay, so all that being said, we've got some bugs that are still here, and I want to kill them. I'm going to see if I can store the workbenches and do a scrap all. If I can do that, we're good to go. If I cannot do that, then we'll have to do something else. We're going to try not to waste a lot of ammo on roaches. Like I said, there were only a couple of things that I wanted him to really have for sure, and I was not going to overpower him right off the bat. The Vault Girl Let's Play, nope, I can scrap it, or I can just tag it for search for the materials, but I cannot store it. And why are we still on the water pump? Okay. So that sucks, but I'm not going to scrap this whole place on camera. I'll tell you that much. I've done that too many times, and it's not a fun time. Yep, it's only going to let me scrap, and I don't want to scrap them all. I want to have those, and I want to have the ability to use those, so I'm not going to be scrapping these guys. So we're going to make also, I don't have any clean mods to get rid of the bushes and stuff like that. We're just going to be stuck with whatever we can get here. I can't even get rid of leaves, actually. I turned Scap off. Scap is the mod that allowed me to get rid of the leaves and the bushes and stuff, but it was causing too much problems with some of my other mods, so I turned it off. So we're not going to get those shiny, clean places that I love at the moment. Get us just a little bit here while I'm going over to get this cooking station. Excuse me. So, yeah, that's Nathaniel, and we're going to do the best we can with him. I'm looking forward to a Brotherhood playthrough. I almost downloaded the mod that would let Dance challenge Maxon, and then I decided against it. We're just going to do this the best way we can do it, you know. And that was all just to try to make a little bit more room up here. I wish I could scrap that too, but it is not to be at the moment. Alright, so that's going to be armor, power armor, which we don't have to worry about yet. So armor, chemistry, cooking, and weapons. That is good enough for now. Eventually we'll get some others. Let me just see. I want to know if I can make the ammo crafting workbench. Alright, that's the legendary workbench. And no, I need aluminum, and I can make the ammunition crafting workbench. Can we make a beacon? Because I'm not going to rescue Preston, and we are going to want to populate this place. That's what I wanted. Nope, I need crystals. I need 2 crystals. Okay. So that's pretty much what we can do here. Like I said, I'm not going to scrap it on video. That's just because it takes about an hour to scrap everything in here. Which is going to give us some good building supplies and stuff. But for now, this is just going to have to do. I've got my bed out here. I've got a source of water. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to... Alright, that's not going to make me happy. Okay, we can do that. That gives us a little bit of food, and we do have some MREs. So, we are okay as far as food and water at the moment. I do need to get some bottles. And everybody that watches my Let's Plays should know where we're going to get bottles. I've already spoken to Codsworth. We're going to bypass Concord. Honestly, the story that we're going to do is he's going to show up, hear a bunch of gunfire, and just bypass it for the moment. Because right now he has no armor. His weapons are subpar. And, there's not a lot that he can do. So we're just going to bypass that. But in actuality, I don't want to join the Minutemen. I don't want to talk to Preston. I don't want to deal with that right now. And we have totally done that before. Just completely bypass them and come back later on in the game and get them. But We'll take the grenades for now. Let's go get our dog. Yeah, totally fresh start. I'm digging it. He will use pipe weapons, but he's not going to be a fan of pipe weapons. I can tell you that. He was in the army. He knows what real weapons are. And there's the pup.
What are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then.
All right. Now, I also have the mod that I can have dog meat and another companion. Antibiotics. Thank you. So I'm planning on trying to get dog meat and Codsworth. Because Codsworth is familiar to Nathaniel. You know, he owns him. So... those are the schematics for the rifle that's off in the woods over there. I'm not going to pick them up right now. We can really use some crystals, though. Scalpels are good. We can use scalpels for our doctor's bags, but we really need some crystals. Okay. And I do not know why they show up pink like that. Not a clue. Get out of here. You too, buddy. Oh, wow. That was some serious damage. I did buff enemy damage. Oh, and one thing that I did forget. This is a permadeath. So, if I die one time, I start over. Now, that counts for enemies killing me, things like that. I blow myself up with a spray and pray, just say, that counts. If I trip over a car and die, that does not count. Glitches like that, no, we're not counting those. But if I die in the game through normal means, then we start over. It makes it a little bit more challenging for me to try not to just jump into a bunch of BS and, you know, think I'm gonna just get my way through all that. So I decided I was gonna throw that in there and give this a shot. I mean, we're on survival. I buffed their damage. We're playing on permadeath, so if I die, we start over. I have a save at the very beginning. Excuse me. Weather's playing with me today. But yeah, I did forget to mention that. Let's see. Let's just use a stim pack. Because those mole rats were pretty dangerous. And as you can see, those mole rats weren't playing around. They were not playing around in the least. All right. So let's put the door down there. I need to see what I got here. Lethargy. Luckily, we did find an antibiotic. So let's see. Antibiotic. And let's get some water. All right, that's going to heal us. I'm going to save. And then here, we're going to scrap all. There we go. And that, you can see the dirt piles, the garbage, all that stuff's left. All the bushes, you know, if we had Scap would get rid of all that. But right now it's just not working properly with my game setup. So we're going to, yeah, we have Red Rocket now. We're going to get everything here. And I do have console commands, as you know. So now it's time to just walk back. On the I can't think of the name of it. What I'm trying to the survival. What is it? Survival. It's gonna drive me nuts. Survival options holotape. I do have fast travel enabled. That is only for Diamond City. Just like last game, I don't go through the front gate in Diamond City. I did find out a little tidbit though. If I rescue Nick first before I go to Diamond City, if I rescue Nick and we come back, I don't have to go through the Piper front gate bullshit. When we get to Diamond City, Piper and the mayor will be having an argument inside Diamond City, and we can just walk right on in. I'm gonna try that on this one. We're gonna bypass just going to Diamond City. We're gonna go around, and we're gonna be exploring the vault, and we're gonna find Nick and rescue him. Quite by accident, and that's going to bypass the Diamond City opening sequence. I did turn off damage while over encumbered because I think it's stupid. Let's see, what else did I turn off? Oh, I turned off the carry weight penalty because I think it's stupid. There should not be a difference in your carry weight from very hard to survival. Survival is just another harder difficulty. It should not affect your carry weight. I always thought that was a stupid idea, and I still do. So we won't be taking damage if we're over encumbered. We're just going to be walking slow like this, and we do not have a carry weight penalty. We do not have a carry weight penalty. Just for playing survival. Pretty much everything else is the same. Like I said, I buffed the enemy damage. They're at double damage instead of damage 1.5 damage. They're at double damage, and I'm at double damage. But as you can see, those mole rats were kicking my ass, so this should be quite interesting. especially with the limitations that I've placed on myself and all that. Yeah, this should be good to go. And now we can drop everything off. And let's see what we picked up here. I did take the Lone Wanderer stuff out. That was a bit overpowered to get all the legendary armor and the weapon and stuff. So I took it out. I do not like being overpowered until end game. And then you're supposed to be overpowered. Although you can still get challenges and stuff like in the Glowing Sea and things like that. Things can still challenge you. But, you know, raiders are not really that big of a deal anymore. Things like that. I do not like being overpowered at the beginning of the game. Even though this is my firm belief. He is, you know, this character is a combat veteran. You know, he's got combat experience. He served in the army. He knows what he's doing. Sure, he was frozen, you know, for 200 years, 210 years. But that doesn't mean that he forgot everything that he knew. So, you know, and I understand why it's done this way. It's game mechanics. You start out at level 1 no matter what. You know, that's why I gave him some of those points instead of levels. Because the old service record mod would just give you levels. So I just gave him points and built his little character sheet according to the history that I drew up for him and let it go at that. Alright, we already have a pistol. We don't need another one. Let's put the grenades up. I may or may not use grenades. I'm going to use them some for sure, but... Alright, atomic cocktails are... They will give you rads. Okay, but that's... I mean, actually, I am not against doing stuff to get rads, to be quite honest. Hydra repairs limbs, and so do doctor's bags. I don't have any doctor's bags. We'll keep the Hydra for now. Let's drop the meat. And let's drop the quartz. Keep the whiskey. Well, we got the coolant schematics. It's okay, though. All right. And we have Tim Lunar pistol. Right now, I'm going to get a shotgun, so let's keep the shotgun shells for the moment. Okay. And there we go. So that got us some building supplies from Red Rocket. Let's see what we can do with the pistol here. I'm not going to do a commando build. Even though you guys know I love commando builds, I'm not going to do one. He is going to be just... Oh, we're out of adhesive. So that's pretty much all we're going to be able to do. But that's fine. We got a little bit of damage up. That is fine. Can we... I want to change this to camo. Let's see. Black, brown, blue, camo. There we go. I want to change that to camo. Patch. Gunners, Brotherhood of Steel. It'll be Brotherhood of Steel eventually. Of course, eventually I won't be carrying a backpack on me, to be honest. But let's see. NCR, Police, Railroad, Riley's Rangers, U.S. flag. We'll probably have to go U.S. flag. There is no U.S. Army, so we'll do the flag, straps, gear. I don't have... Wait, what was that? Sleeping bag. Let's throw a sleeping bag on there. And that'll do. We are out of adhesive, and we don't have a whole lot of stuff, and we're 30 minutes, so this is actually episode, I'm going to call it episode 1 instead of episode 0. I got screwed up the other day, and I think I had like 2 episode 15s, and I had to go in and redo them. But yeah, so that's going to be our first episode for our Brotherhood of Steel Let's Play, Permadeath. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I'm going to do the best that I can by it, even though I don't really care for the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4. I'm going to go full tilt Brotherhood of Steel. Now, I'm not going to do crazy stuff. I'm just going to be a Brotherhood of Steel soldier, and I'm going to take it seriously. Because even though I don't like them, they're still part of the game. They are a faction that you can join, and I don't have to adhere completely to how Maxon looks at things. Whenever I do a railroad playthrough, that's what I do. I go straight full-on railroad. So we're going to go full-on Brotherhood of Steel. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, but I think I'm going to enjoy it, because basically I've just been doing Institute and Minuteman stuff, and it's time to do something different. Nobody wants to watch me do 16 Institute Let's Plays, because after a while all those characters start blending together and they're all the same. So I want to do something different, and that's what this is going to be. I hope you will enjoy it. But for now, I will catch you guys on the next one, because we're going to go get some breakfast. Thank you very much. Have a great day.